There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
Winos, we're coming for an exclusive interview. I got Blueface's sister. Yeah, I do. What's going on, entertainers? So today I'm going to be doing a recap of Blueface's sister with Tasha K. Recently, she sat down with Tasha K and did an interview, talked about the whole situation with Blueface, talked about her relationship with The Rock and everything like that. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, babies, and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. So, y'all, this interview was good. It was funny, and it had some things that I didn't really even know about. So Tasha did her big one with that one. It is not available on YouTube. It's only available through her website, Tasha K Live. So I'm bringing y'all the T entertainers because y'all family and I F with y'all. Okay, you feel me? So I'm doing y'all a favor. I'm doing y'all a big one. Okay, so one thing about the sister, she's coming off as more joyful. I thought she was like kind of standoffish and maybe a little bit rude or whatever. But sister girl, she has like a good attitude. Like she's really like more positive and everything. So then Tasha K's like, so yeah, welcome. So welcome to South Florida. So yeah. I'm like, wait, when was Tasha K ever in South Florida? Let me tell y'all something. The other day, right? I had seen Norga, the one who hosts the Drink Champs podcast. I was at the beach and he was I ain't gonna tell which beach, but he was driving the bike, right? I ain't see nothing but teeth and bike. That man's teeth so big and shiny. All you see is you had to be there to see. I was cracking up. I'm squinting. I'm like, that's Noriega, because you see him with his whole posse or whatever. Because niggas like that, they roll in packs. They don't roll by themselves because they got status. So they on the bike or whatever, just zooming, and I'm just looking. I'm like, oh shoot, that's Noriega. All you see, TJ. So then they start talking about their childhood and stuff like that. So she was just like, so yeah, like the mama, which is Clarissa, let them kind of like fight more than usual. So she let them kind of do what they want and like get into it, blase, blase, blase. And she feels as if if the mom kind of stopped Blueface at the time, maybe he wouldn't have developed, being so violent as he grew up and stuff. So then after that, they start talking about how Blueface got his status and all this stuff. So then the tattoo, right? You know how Blueface has the face tattoo of the dollar bill, the president with the that's on the dollar bill, that's on the $100 bill. So then she said when she found out about the tattoo, she called Blue and was just like, what are you doing? Like, you really think you're about to be a rapper or something like that? Blase, blase, blase. And Blueface was just like, man, like, mind your business. I'm gonna be popping or whatever. Which is like, you know what I realized? People that really make it in this industry, they always go through that. Like, your family and all that stuff, they're not gonna believe in you. Like, you tell them what you want to do, they're gonna be like, okay, like it's all up to you. So shout out to Blueface for making it happen, even though he probably now, isn't probably now, he is now using Krishan Rock to elevate his career even more, but he still did the damn thing because he had to do the groundwork. So then you talked about Blueface's first record, which is, I think she kept saying his first record that made him pop was on the Deadlocks, and then after that Tatiana came about. So Tasha K, funny, let me tell you something about Tasha K. Tasha K was just like, oh, so like the first record that like made him go viral was Tatiana, right? And then like Cardi B, she got involved with it. How did that kind of work? Because it was like that bitch Cardi B, yeah, the one that's suing me. Yeah, that hoe. Yeah, how that work? I like, you had to bring up Tasha K you had to bring up Cardi B in this interview some type of way, kind of like nudge her in there. I'm like, Tasha K don't give a crap, dog. Like, not gonna like cackled at that part. So then they start talking about Blue's relationship and they talk about Jaden Alexis. So they knew each other, of course, when they were way, way younger. Everybody knows this. Jaden knew Blueface when they were way younger. Jaden knew the mama when she was way younger. And the subject of the poly relationship comes up. And Tasha K, sometimes she don't be doing her research. And we're going to get into the biggest mistake she made in this interview. I said, how do you not know? How do you not know this? Like, are you serious? she mentioned like the poly relationship and Jiggy. So if you guys don't know, Jiggy is one of the girls that was in this poly relationship with Blue or whatever and Jaden. So she was just like, oh yeah, this other girl, you know, I forgot her name. Biggie. She didn't even try to guess. She was just, I forgot her name, so I ain't gonna give her no light or whatever. So the poly relationship subject came up and they were talking about Blueface basically wanted to do this poly relationship and stuff, but the mom, you know, was kind of like in the house. So he didn't want to do it fully with the mama kind of being there, right? So then this where Tasha makes the biggest mistake. She says, "Oh yeah, so Blue Girls Club, you know, it's like a competition, and like every season he gives out like a record deal." I'm like, if you think that's what Blue Girls Club is about, you are sadly mistaken. Because half of those girls that go on there, we never hear about them again after leaving the show. Some of them we don't even know their names still, and they've been on the show. No, it's not about that. Blue Girls Club is just like South Central Baddies or one of these spin-off Bad Girls Club shows. But Blueface was one of the first people that kind of came up with that concept that copied off of BGC. All it is just putting all these girls in the house and just to prove who's a blue girl and who, you know, is the baddest or whatever, baddest blue girl, whatever. So it's not about giving out no record deal. Blueface just got lucky and Krishan was a star, and you feel me? They started messing around and stuff like that. So he really got lucky off of Krishan. It's not like he was looking to give somebody a record deal. I was like, are you really? Tasha, you gotta do your research, girl. You gotta do your research. Okay, you gotta do your research. So then they started talking about the moving situation. So it seems as if, yeah, I remember that video when he was kicking the mom and the sister out. So it seemed like this Blue wanted his privacy a lot. So because she mentioned living in one of his apartments or something at one point, where was about to live into one of his apartments. So Blue just, I feel like he's really embarrassed of them as like family members, because he's just like, oh my god, you guys are like so annoying, you guys are so embarrassing. So I feel like he's embarrassed of them as like family members and stuff like that. And then we get to the infamous pull-up. So this infamous pull-up is what gave Rock her image, which is the missing tooth, blue tooth. Okay, because if y'all don't know, the sister was one of the girls that pulled up on Rock on Blue GC season 1 with Jaden to fight Rock. So she was just like, oh, they were, I think, partying or doing something one day, and then Blueface baby mama was just like, oh yeah, let's pull up on her, whatever, let's pull up on her. Sister girl claims she was drunk, highly inebriated, but she was just like, her and Jaden were like this before they fell out. So she was just like, okay, let's just pull up, whatever. What was funny was she said that Rock was one of the fastest people she's ever seen run. She was just like, the moment she hit her or whatever, right? Rock, because y'all know the reason why Rock broke her teeth, she ran into there's Blueface has like this rainbow horse or something like that. And then she ran into it and then hit her mouth, and then that's how her tooth got broken. So she said that Rock was a runner, was a track star. She never is gonna get far with Blue. She cleared it. She started running. She was just like, she never seen somebody with that type of speed. I said, you know, Rock the track and field girl. That's why she you know, she got them legs. She got them legs on her. So then she was saying she's drunk, whatever. She just did it because, you know, Jaden was her girl and stuff, right? And then she said that one day or whatever, her and Rock got cool because Rock wanted to start using Kaylee's husband, which is Blueface's sister, is named Kaylee. Kaylee's husband has a studio. Rock wanted to start using the studio somehow through the mama. Okay, so the mama was all affiliated with that. So then she was like, "Oh, the reason why we got cool again one day after the fight or whatever. Like I seen her one day after because she wanted to start using my husband's studio. But you know, like I wasn't gonna just let her use my husband's studio without me being there all the time. Cause you know, like you know how Rock dressed. Cause y'all know when Rock dressed, she don't wear nothing but a crop top and her Big Debbie cakes out. Okay. So it's just crop top, Big Debbie cakes. Cause she got the little shorts that cut through the vagine and it's just Big Debbie cakes out. Okay, so she was just like, I was gonna let her in the studio along with my husband. I said, I know that's right, because baby, I'm just saying, you never know. Late night studio. And Rock does have some nice big track shaped Debbie cakes. So then they started talking about the fight, and then Blueface's mom and Rock said, so the fight I'm talking about right now is the fight that happened on the driveway. So which showed the sister getting dragged by Rock, right? And also at this point, Jaden and Kaylee were no longer cool. She said that the reason why is because Jaden started to get into her character, which I'm just like, what is this, a movie? Because I'm like, what do you? I wish Tasha kind of like asked her a little bit deeper with that. Because what does she mean with getting into her character? I was just like, I didn't get what that meant. I'm like, character, like, what do you? So I guess she was acting funny, and she said, if I get cute, I'm gonna get cuter. So they just stop messing with each other. So starts talking about the fight with Rock. She says that she pulls up because one day Clarissa FaceTimed her because after Clarissa and Rock got into the fight and Rock beat Clarissa up, Clarissa FaceTimed Kaylee, which is Blueface's sister, and was just like, Kaylee, they done hit me. Jonathan, Jonathan, and that Rock girl that hit me. They done hit me now. So I'm gonna need you to come down to this house. They done left and everything. They hit me. Okay. You see me, I'm bleeding. Jonathan's crazy. So she was just mad because like Rock effed her up. She was bleeding at the face. Kaylee said that Rock hit her so hard she started bleeding at the face. She was bleeding and everything. So of course, Kaylee's her daughter. And I hated how I remember at this time when this happened, people was like, haha, that's what you get for pulling up. Da, da, da. If your mom get her face busted in, you gonna pull up regardless of who it is. Like, I don't care. So it's like a lot of people did give her flack for this. And I remember it, and I used to be like, okay, it's her mom. Of course she's gonna pull up. She's not just her mom's gonna see that and just be like, oh my God. But when she pulled up, of course, Rock and Blue had already left. They all already left. Okay. So she went over there just to check if the mama was good or whatever. So she said one day she saw Blue was having a party. So she's just like, what are you guys partying for? Like, what's so eventful about the party? What's so eventful about the party? So Blueface's sister decided to pull up with the husband because she was with the husband at the time. Wrong idea, right? She pulled up and then she said that she saw Rock or whatever, and she said Rock did her a Speedy Gonzalez, Usain Bolt, and said, and ran up out that hole. She ran up out that hole and ran up out that hole. So she ran up out that hole, and then she was like, Blue came down, was like, hey, what's going on? Da, da, da. Blue came with the 7 gang members. So she's sticking to the 7 gang members story. So she said they all started yelling at her. One of the gang members was about to beat up the husband. I do kind of believe this because it's Blue. So he is a Crip. So it's not like this isn't a far-fetched story. So I do believe it. It just is funny a little bit. He said the gang members started like yelling at her or whatever. And the next thing you know, they started hitting her. So she was like, the gang members started hitting her, started hitting the husband and stuff like that. So the fight, continued from the outside and stuff like that. And then that's when Blueface told Rock, like, hey, go and hit her like you did her mama. Ain't that crazy? Your own sister. And she even stated allegedly that Mr. Blueface was hitting her in her I was gonna say her pelvis, in her her bladder. So that's what caused her to piss because she had just had her baby. She was in control of her bladder. I do believe that, but I think Rock hitting her kind of it shook her because y'all know Krishan military Rock is nothing to mess with. Okay, so she was saying that once the husband and whatever, and mind you, this whole time she was being so animated during the story. There was wine because Tasha gang, I gotta have a wine. The wine was on the table and it was next to the mic. So then Tasha goes like, oh, hold on. Let me move the wine. I just got these mics. You feel me? I spend a lot of money. I still gotta pay Cardi B. I really do. So hold on. Continue. I just had to move the wine. Because the wine was about to fill over. Because one thing about Blueface's sister, she's really animated. So she was like, you feel me? So Tasha Katie wouldn't get the wine on the mic. She didn't get the wine on the mics, which I get. So then she was saying during the fight, she was trying to get people to call the police because at the time, like the husband was damn near unconscious. She was just like, oh my God, like call the police, like do something. He's just sitting there. So nobody was really calling or caring and stuff like that. So thank God the neighbors came out and they ended up calling the police. So that's so messed up though, that she was screaming for help and everybody ignored her. So Mr. Bleed ended up in cuffs and yeah. And then after that, she goes into the husband. So y'all know how her and the husband now are like going through a divorce, and people thought that like it is kind of. She goes deeper into the story, which I'm gonna explain, but it is due to the fight, but it was more to it. So she says after the fight happened, they went to go live with the husband's mom, and you already know the husband's family wasn't effing with Blueface sister because they like you brought him into mess. You brought him to get his butt beat. So they was all giving her death stares like giving her ugly stares, making her feel bad, right? So she said that's when her son, because her son was with her too, started to get mistreated. So when the son started to get mistreated, that's when she wasn't having it. So she wasn't having it. She ends up moving back to where, of course, she was staying or whatever. And she was waiting for the husband to come back because she was just like, y'all not gonna mistreat my son. Something about like they was eating off his plates and stuff, messing with the son or doing something to that story, allegedly. This is all Kaylee's words. So then, mind you, they took their phones during the fight. So during the whole fight, they took the phones. They didn't even have no phones or nothing. Like them damn Crips. Like Jesus, they done took the phones. They didn't even have nothing to communicate. Because y'all probably wondering why didn't they just call the police on them like themselves? They didn't have their phones. They took their phones. They ransacked their cars that they put up in the pull-up car got ransacked. I said, goddamn. So then days go by after she moved back home, waiting for the husband to come home. He didn't have his phone, so she DM'd him. She's like, when you coming home? Da, da, da. So then he finally got his phone. He was just like, okay, give me some time for to come home and stuff, right? So days go by, he still wasn't coming home. And she said that he started coming home every now and then, but wouldn't stay at the house. And they would just, do the deal. So I'm like, you just let him bang, bang, and then just leave. But whatever. And then after this, she explains that there was one day at a doctor's office, her and the husband. So they were at a doctor's office, and next thing you know, the husband went to use the bathroom and left his phone there. So Sister Girl was smart and picked up that phone and said, she figured out the password because their password was their anniversary date, but instead he changed it to the baby's birthday. So she was just like, oh yeah, so our password was the anniversary date. Now you changed it to the birthday. I see how it is. All right. So you would crit like blue now. All right. So she was feeling some type of way. So she looked and then she seen that the husband was cheating. He was cheating. Okay. She was cheating. He was cheating on her, getting girls Ubers to work. Okay. Girls Ubers to work. Also having girls pray for him, all this stuff, like deep cheat, not just you bang her out real quick and leave. Like I'm talking about some deep stuff. I'm like, damn. So then one thing Kaylee do though says a lot. She says character and weird during this whole interview. Like she's like acting weird. Like I guess it's a LA thing. So then she was just like, yeah, like he started acting hella weird and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, this was the guy. I ain't mean to laugh, but this was the guy. She said that the husband's mom, right? Because the husband's mom wasn't messing with her because you done got her son beat up all over the internet. Like, you feel me? It's a lot. She says that one day the mom was like, was picking up the son to bring it to the dad. She said that the mom was like, she saw the mom was like, hey, Mrs. Bowler. And she was like, you've been served. Bam. I said, ooh. I said, hey, that's some ish. That's some messed up stuff. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Like, wow. Wow. How you a mother-in-law and you serving your own daughter-in-law? Okay, in the words of Evelyn, you talking about my daughter? Okay. I'm like, geez, that was I gagged when she said that. So that's why they're in the process of the divorce. She feels as if the mom was the one egging and telling the husband to be able to like divorce her because she's not good. He put her through a lot. Blah 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 blah. So then she also says that Krishan texted her after the fight. And we saw this all over the blogs because she made sure to post it on the blogs because she felt like the apology wasn't sincere. And then also Tasha brought up the Hollywood Boulevard fight. So she was just like, so how do you feel that, he was beating on y'all and now he beating on Krishan. Ain't that crazy? Poor child. She getting beat the hell up, ain't she? I'm finna beat up Cardi in this next case I'm gonna give to her. what's up? So then she was just like, oh, I kind of feel bad, but like at the end of the day, like I don't know why she thought she was gonna be any different because if he could beat up his own sister and like do all these violent things and stuff like that, what makes you think he's not gonna do it to you? All this stuff. And then this is another Tasha messy moments because Tasha messy, but that's what people like her for. She was just like, so we see that she pulled her hair up. He pulled her hair up. So I'm like, wait. He admits that he cheats on her to her face all the time, right? So me and my winos, we thought, because it wasn't just me, it was my winos. Let me know if you getting where I'm getting at. Why would he snatch her ball if he tells her he cheats? So there must be something, deeper in that phone. Because, in Hollywood, guys, they do some certain things that's kind of weird. You get what I'm saying? Let me know. Do you get it? If not, you're not a wino. I'm just like, she was basically insinuating that like Blueface is gay. I was just like, okay, like that's what we all been kind of like speculating due to like why is he acting so crazy about what's in a phone, knowing damn well you tell Krishan you cheat on her. So like that's what a lot of people have like kind of speculated. Nothing's been confirmed and it's all alleged. Okay. So it was kind of funny. She was trying to insinuate that. And the sister didn't really want to say it, but she was just like, yeah, like I get what you're saying. Like, shut up. Okay. So Natasha thinks that Rock and Blue has a pimp hoe mentality, which of course everybody knows that. And then the interview ends off and stuff. She's not in contact with Blueface, but she says Da Mama has spoken to Blueface a few times since the whole fight incident happened where Rock fought Da Mama. And then also we found out that Kelly's an artist, but who is it, child? She says she raps and stuff like that, and check her out on Spotify, Apple Music, and all of the type things. Okay. Let me know what you guys thought about this interview recap. Y'all, it's not on YouTube, so this is the best you're gonna get unless you're ready to pay the coins, okay? Which I know y'all not wanting to pay coins to Tasha K. Okay. Let me know what you guys think. I am going to be recapping Do Mama's interview as well because she's gonna have her own separate interview. So I'm interested to see what she has to say. All right, entertainers, we are out, babies.
No personal thing.